Hello friends, that's the Monday time. Happy to see you in my studio again. Today we'll try a little bit new things. We're gonna make painting wet on wet without sketch, and we will use a lot of washout technique. One of my favorite technical things to make the shiny lights come in. I have a nice Saunders Waterford piece of paper and we just tape it. By the way, this black tape, I made it special because it doesn't matter what kind of or color of the board you use. This tape make for you, the black tape, make for you the perfect frame. It's like already framed watercolor. I like how it's look like. I'll make it wet a little bit with a spray. And let's go. For the sky, I'm starting to use the phthalo blue with the cobalt. A little bit Quinacridone, Sienna and Purine Violet inside to make the soft gradient. Like you know, I use the little bit Purine Violet for my sky mix to avoid the greenish shade inside. And the water. By the way, the picture was made near the place where I'm living in Lachine. It's an extremely beautiful view. And that's what I'm doing here. It's called washout. So sometimes we add pigments, sometimes we taking it off. Sometimes we call that lifting. That's the same, no difference. So I make some light there, like that. But the bigger job will be then we're starting to work with the trees and grass. I switch to the smaller one, 5 lines brush. So that's how we can make the feeling of the lights come in there. times to times I have to back to the part what I did before, because the pigment's not stable, they're still moving. So never lost your control. All the time back to the finished part to check how it's look like. Before I'm starting to play with my big tree here, I have to finish it, the water and the sky part. I'll take my calligraphy brush. We're starting to create something close to us. I mean, the big tree is there. And a big shadow on the ground. Because I'm painting wet on wet, all my touching is soft blending with the pigments. That's why we never see the strong shapes here, which is great for me for now. Another one big dark shade there. And we're starting to create our big tree. So for this I'm gonna use the same green color, I mean phthalo green blue shade, with a Quinacridone Sienna and a lot of indigo. That's make for me really dark green color. Do not afraid to put really dark pigments there. Remember, if you want to explain the light, there is no other way except make the dark shadow. If you need the bright light, make the really dark shadow. For now I'm going to use washout as well to make the lights coming from the tree. and I'm really like that effect. Look at this. That soft gradients inside give us a really nice feeling of the light. Just amazing. And like you see, it's easy to do. Just use your brush with a pressure to take off the pigments there. Like you remember, we all the time have two tools. Sometimes we add pigments, sometimes we're going to remove the pigments. In that game, you can play as long your paper still wet. If you're just starting to feel it's going to dry, you have to stop. Like you can see, we created the pretty nice light here. But I know how to make it better. We just have to add the strong shapes, accents inside our painting. Reorganize it. And in the end, with my red brush, I make some tiny lines and the details. And you see, I'm still painting wet on wet. That's why everything is blended itself. And the last touching with just a dark pigments there. So we create something very shiny and it's look pretty nice, but it's simple to do. Just use two things: painting wet on wet and using washout technique. If you want to learn more about the washout, you can take my lesson number 2 on my website watercoloronline.com, where we talk whole the lesson about the washout technique and how to use it. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please feel free to send me the message, and see you next week. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.